Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Coverage Made Easy social media program brought to you by Integrity. My name is Troy Rockman. Thank you for taking time out of your afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. I do have my question chat box open. Please feel free to jump in anytime with questions. Would love to be able to answer your questions now. We're more than happy to answer them later. But if you've got a question, highly probable someone else does. So we're gonna jump in, go from our agenda, get started, and go through the program. So we're gonna go through just defining what the program's about, how to get onboarded, what that process looks like, what does the actual program look like from end to end, and then a quick look at expanding your social presence. We'll address those pieces actually a little bit as well as I go through discussing the different aspects of Facebook and LinkedIn. And then obviously at the end will be additional Q&A, but again, please feel free to jump in and type in your questions. I'd be happy to answer them along the way. So what is this social media program about? How does it come together? This program launched to the Integrity family September of last year. We were able to take the opportunity of taking folks like yourself, being able to take advantage of our platform, be able to, in essence, create an individualized social presence for an agent that if you were to go and do yourself would take a significant amount of time, energy, and effort. And we're actually able to provide it to you at a price point that makes it very economical and easy for you to be able to manage and keep track of. So the idea being having folks involved helps make it more economical, kind of the same mentality as a Costco or a Sam's, but we're actually able to deliver it to your social connections as if it is a unique or individualized relationship. So we'll get to that in a second. So in terms of folks being concerned of other individuals happen to seeing, multiple posts at the same time, the actual capability of that happening, yes, it can happen. The actual probability of that having a person connected to 2, 5, 6 agents on this program to see the same post is minuscule or less than 0.01% kind of scenario. Anyway, so let's get going in terms of what's the benefits of social to you and why should you be even involved. So we've taken the aspects of the Fortune 500 companies that come to us to institute these types of programs, actually able to work and facilitate daily content and access to potential clients and setting up a social process for you to be found and posting compliant content on a daily basis that we work on with Integrity and their organization. All these aspects are taken care of and we facilitate for you. You do have a say in that and we'll get to that, but a lot of the apprehension and concern folks have about with social, we're actually able to take all that heavy lifting off of your platform. We take care of it and manage it. We will give you educational and provide educational sessions for you to be able to understand how to take this social terminology and information and turn that into a sales opportunity. So we will work with you on that. Every marketing tactic has some sort of sales attribute to it. It's just understanding how that particular tactic functions and relaying that and converting that into part of the sales cycle funnel that you have for folks to sign a policy. The reason we also have our brand, and again, from a Coverage Made Easy perspective, it's just a basic brand. We don't actively or go out and try to State Farm kind of brand recognition. This is strictly in essence, a social media brand, and it's really wrapped around getting people connected to you. We're not actively trying to grow a Coverage Made Easy brand more than just making sure the folks you're connected to on social have a way to find you, interact with you, and communicate with you. We work very hard on getting folks from the social environment to a website or landing page, which we'll show you, because that at the end of the day is where some of the conversion points begin. Folks want to make sure they do see a branded, consistent site, and we provide that for you, and we'll work with you on that. And we'll also show you how to make sure beyond just maybe a product or a solution you're selling, if there's some other things you're also able to offer, we're able to get that out there, because folks usually may be looking for one particular solution at a particular time, but if they find something else that may be a greater or from a solution selling perspective or save them more money, they want to be able to see those and know that those are options in their purchase process. From an onboarding perspective, when you begin your engagement with us, we have some very simple requirements. Business information. What policies are you selling in which states? Headshots. Connections to your social accounts for us to connect our platform to LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And then from a branding perspective, which we just mentioned, we'll make sure that all your social pages and landing pages have a consistent look and feel. Just want to point out a couple things so they're not delays in terms of getting things going. Your headshot does not have to be a perfect photo, with the most expensive suit or dress you have in the closet. Really, it's just making sure that it looks nice and presentable. We also have a bio that goes with that, and that doesn't have to be a perfect dissertation of who you are and what you do. People, the more personalized you can make your bio and describing yourself is the best thing to be able to offer. And a headshot, just being yourself in a picture and someone even taking it with your phone is more than enough to get started. We can always go back and change that headshot or that bio, when you're ready, or if you want to make changes. But in terms of at least getting started and going, don't let those be. Those are small in the grand scheme of things. The significance of trying to create a social brand, yes, those are pieces. Those should not hold you up in terms of getting started. So what are the assets involved in the program? On the left, you'll see our landing page that we'll build out as you enter in the information I described a second ago during the onboarding process. Our platform actually will proactively build out that on the left side, that landing page, which again will include your bio underneath the photo. It'll include your name, a few of the policies that you currently write or you offer. And then we'll also connect your social pages to the landing page, as well as have your phone number, email, and website as a way for folks to connect to you, go from our landing page to your website. Also note that there are agents. We have actually had agents that had us remove their website from the landing pages, and they use our landing page as their website. Just because we've got the blogs and the insurance facts, and from a cost perspective, it's one less thing for them to have to pay for and manage. Our landing page provides that support for them. We also have a conversion point with the requesting information about a policy to create a conversion. In the upper right-hand corner, as I mentioned a moment ago, people being concerned about, how do I know that folks are finding me? Again, we have the ability that once you are connected socially with an individual, those folks come from LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, and they come back to your landing page. We will put on their IP or their computer or their phone a cookie that will have that banner in the upper right-hand corner follow them through their interactive experience, so that at any given time, if they're reading a particular blog or reading about some different insurance policies, that banner in the upper right-hand corner will always follow them. And if they are ready to reach out or want to, or also be able to get back to this particular page, they just click on that banner and they're able to do that. A person that comes to this site does not have the ability to go fish or find other agents part of the program. And this is one of the assets that we can provide in terms of ensuring that whoever connects to you socially is your lead prospect opportunity. So there's no way for them to flip around and go to other agents. In the middle of the page, bottom, that is a LinkedIn profile. We go into LinkedIn, and on the right side is a Facebook business page. We go into each of those platforms. We follow a list of specific items to optimize each of those platforms. There are specific requirements that lead to making sure that you're, in a LinkedIn perspective, quote unquote, an all-star on their platform. And then on Facebook, in a Facebook business page, again, there are specific requirements that they want you to follow and make sure that you have on your profile. So we go through that and work with you on those to make sure everything is taken care of and ready to go once we are posting on a regular basis to your platforms. So how often and when are we posting to your social pages? We once a week will post a unique blog, again, that goes through compliance and regulatory review from Integrity to make sure we're following all the restrictions that we need to. But we do post Monday through Friday, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. The asset of having a unique blog just helps from a content perspective for you to increase the probability of you being found. It's not it by no means is equivalent to paying Google search to become #1. Please don't take that as my statement there. But from someone going on to LinkedIn or Facebook business or Facebook doing a search for different types of services, obviously insurance policies being one that is searched, we want that content and your content to be more relevant, especially on a localized level. So that you come up in searches. So as you're connected to folks, if someone is looking for a particular type of policy, if you're connected or have some sort of relationship with an individual, you will pop up within their search on those social platforms. We also do look back and analyze blogs that perform well, and we do repost those. Again, the reason for that is people digest information at different periods of time, so we like to be able to leverage successful information and use it again. so we can reach back out to folks and maybe find them when they're in a different phase in their purchase cycle. So we want to be able to leverage that. And then we also look at lifestyle, financial, and health and topics, trends of the day, as well in terms of social posts that we put out there. Again, we try to have varying different types of posts, because having the same type of social post on a daily basis will create monotony and disinterest. So we want to always feed new, different, and interesting information so that folks will look to us as a thought leader and information provider, and a place for them to find answers when they may need some help. So how does a platform work? Our unique situation that we can provide you. We have a branded app on both Android and iOS devices that you're able to download the app onto your phone. Once you've connected to our platform and a social post is ready to go out to your platforms, you will receive a notification similar to a text message or voicemail. You can swipe on that. It will then take you to the actual social page or social post for that particular day. You'll get a quick image for the post that day, a little quick summary of the post, and then on the very bottom there are 3 buttons for the next phases. One is a little preview button in the far right. That's actually where you can see the article and more information of where we're sending the social connection back to. In the middle button, that is your edit button to be able to go into the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter posts and be able to make adjustments as you deem necessary. Or if you decide a particular day you don't want to post to Twitter, you can just highlight the green toggle, turn it to gray, and that particular social feed will not go out for that day. If you do make editorial posts or editorial changes, you do that there. Once you're ready to go, you just hit push to post, or if you decide to delete it, you can do that as well. But once you push to post, you'll get a screen like this saying your post is successfully distributed to the social platforms, and usually within 5 to 10 minutes. If you go onto your Facebook business page or your LinkedIn profile, you'll be able to see that social post. And that will also then be fed to the individuals that you're connected to or that like or follow your business page. So that feed goes directly to their timelines as well, for them to be able to see and interact with your social posts. So what are some of the comments or feedback that we get from agents in terms of why they like being a part of the program? We have an agent, for instance, who takes our blog posts and actually will use that as content for a monthly newsletter that he sends out to a group of individuals that he sends an email to, just a way to, again, have a touch beyond just social. So he sometimes will make it, a few editorial changes or, add an introductory paragraph for his audience. But the majority of the content for that newsletter is from our blog. Also, folks like the fact that the compliant material that we sent out, they feel very comfortable with. But the other side of that is that now, in terms of I understand how I can do more, that is in reference to the monthly educational sessions that we'll provide you. Again, as I stated earlier, every marketing tactic has a sales aspect to it. So It's just a matter of educating you on where are those sales indicators on social for you to be able to make the connection between interest in a post, a like or share, a retweet, or a comment, and to be able to follow up with individuals. Or I think the biggest asset that only social can provide is the fact that once you know who that individual is, you can actually go to their social page and have a very interesting and insightful way to find more information about that individual before you engage them. You know, what organizations are they a part of? How do they participate in the community? All those are ways and information that you can then turn into a more personalized sales opportunity. The content, other comments are about the very professional content that we do post out to your social pages. And for a lot of folks, it's one less thing they have to manage, worry about, or take care of on a regular basis. Because again, one of the things with social is that it's a interactive daily piece of or marketing tactic. You have to be consistently present within the platform, because again, you don't, depending on when your connections are active or involved, the chances of being seen increase the more you have the social posts available. So in terms of pricing and what's included as it relates to the platform, again, Premier we worked with them on building this out and setting up a fee structure that they actually take care of a portion of the monthly fee for you. There is a $99 setup charge to begin the process, and that's really about going through the systematic steps that we have, both from setting up the landing page, but then optimizing social pages as well to make sure that you have all the key components of those social pages completed, and you're optimized within their algorithms to ensure that you're found in searches. Then after, once we have that initial onboarding, it's $80 a month for the social posting. We'll continue to work with you on a monthly basis from an educational perspective. We're available to you for any types of questions or other types of topics you may want to review. We will support you with that as well. We do offer Facebook advertising that we do offer at a different price point. I'll go over that here quickly in a second. As it relates to getting a little bit more information, if you want to go to coveragemade.com/go, you can get some additional information there. There's a video overview of the program there for you to be able to watch. If you want to be able to look at the other blogs and content that we provide, you can just go to coveragemade.com and be able to look at that information there as well. In terms of other questions you may have about the program, please feel free to give us a call at 844-832-3313. We'll be happy to call you back, get with you, and go over any additional information that you may want to review as it relates to getting some answers or clarification questions. Just real quick to jump to Facebook ads. I know that is one aspect that folks do talk about. We do have Facebook advertising available. Typically, where we would want to start is a like building campaign on Facebook, and the reason we want to work on that first is we want to build the number of likes on your page. We don't spend long doing this. We just want to, we do have certain agents that we begin with that, are literally have 0. So obviously we want to get that up to 100, 150 before we then go and transition into some sort of offer or ebook. If they're looking for different types of insurance policies, and even one of the assets that we've been working with agents on are events, whether it be trade show or webinars or different types of presentations that a agent may be providing. We can use Facebook advertising as a way to get active users of Facebook interested or make them aware of your services in that particular market. So, and again, based on your level of investment, will increase the number of Facebook users that will be able to see and know about you and your business. So this is not a part of the base program because we have experienced that insurance agents have different levels of aggressiveness that they want to go after prospects. So we've left this as an open offer. We will, as we go forward towards open enrollment, also be able to offer support for that as well. So if you're interested in that, we can definitely work towards that as a goal for you to be able to leverage that in the months to come with Medicare supplements and open enrollment. So again, to jump back, if there's any questions, again, feel free to give us a call, 844-832-3313. If there's any questions, I'm more than happy to take them now. As I've said, some usual typical questions are, do we have to have a website? You can. It's not a necessity. We can work around that. If you currently or have not been on your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook business page, that's okay. We will work with you on that. It doesn't have to be perfect before launching the program. That's the whole reason for the setup charge and for us to work with you on getting that up and running. So, well, I want to be faithful in terms of our time and knowing we're right at about 30 minutes, and want to make sure that you have plenty of time to get back to your busy afternoon. Again, please feel free to give us a call. Let us know how else we can help get you involved in the social media program. We're here to help. So, Troy Rockman with the Coverage Made Easy program, 844-832-3313. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.